Alright guys, SpartasFinest here, back again. Got a battle today against a guy named BoltVolt. Anyways, to the battle. He's gonna lead with his Heatran as I lead with mine. So, I think I have a better matchup here because I have a balloon, he doesn't, so I figure he's gonna switch knowing he probably can't do much to me, but he predicts my Stealth Rocks and goes for them himself, which is a pretty good play, I guess. But anyways, I'm going to go for the Earth Power here because, well, like I said before, he can't really do anything to me because my air balloon. And then I could kill his Heatran if he tries to break mine. But anyways, he goes into Jellicent, and that thing's going to wall Heatran easily, obviously. And I'm just going to go straight into Rotom because Rotom can handle this thing pretty well and scared off with the Volt Switch. I kind of wanted to predict this switch into Ferrothorn because I knew he was going to go for it. I wanted to go for Trick and give him my Choice Scarf, but I kind of wanted to save it for later because I figured I could deal with Ferrothorn and he's not the thing I would need tricked most, and plus I might need the Choice Scarf to outspeed something later. I'm not really sure. But anyways, since I go into Heatran, he's going to be scared out. I don't feel like over-predicting because I know he's going to go into Jellicent, but there's not a lot I could do. I could go for a double switch, but wouldn't be that big of a deal because... yeah, now I'm going to go into Rotom again just because I don't want to get into a repetitive cycle here of going between Rotom and Heatran and him going between Jellicent and Ferrothorn, especially since his Jellicent can recover. So I just go straight for the Trick here, knowing his Jellicent would have been a huge trouble for my team. So now that's really good because he's locked into a move here. And yeah, that's just going to help me out a lot because this thing can't do anything anymore. So I Volt Switch knowing he can either switch and let me see who he's going to go into, or let me hit him and adjust accordingly knowing what he's going to go for. So I go into Heatran seeing he's going to Will-O-Wisp, and since he's locked into it, I can just go for the Fire Blast. He has to switch if he wants to save Jellicent, and he goes into Ferrothorn as Death Fodder knowing my team can handle it pretty well and it can't do that much, but... he probably should have used Jellicent as Death Fire just because it was Scarfed and stuff like that. But I guess he didn't want me to get like 6 Flash Fire boosts. So yeah. Anyways, I take out Ferrothorn. He's going to go into Battle Axe his Haxorus. And looking at his team, now that his Ferrothorn's gone, Heatran doesn't have a lot that he really needs to do. So I'm just going to go straight for the Hidden Power Ice. And this ends up being a bulky Haxorus, and that is not good for him because it ends up being slower than my Heatran, which means I can Hidden Power Ice twice to just take it out, but he's going to switch out, which is probably smart, but I actually predict that kind of. I just knew Earth Power would finish him off, and I figured he might switch and do another poke to take the Hidden Power Ice, so that works out quite well, because he goes into Raikou, who takes a lot of damage from that Earth Power, and gets a special defense drop, but that probably didn't matter. So, anyways, I'm still thinking Heatran... he's not that useful anymore. He doesn't need to do much more to his team. So I stay in. He predicts me to switch out, but like I said, I stay in. I just go Fire Blast just to mix it up, keep him predicting if he or worried about what move I'm going to go for if he wants to switch out. But yeah, he takes me out with Thunderbolt. I go into Scizor. I go straight for the Bullet Punch. I really wanted to U-turn thinking he would switch, but I thought he might think Raikou's useless enough because of its low HP that he might as well leave it in to die, but he doesn't do that. So, anyways, he goes into Heatran here as I go into Gyarados to, take the hit from it. So, he's going to go for the Flamethrower, and that does more than I expected. And here, I'm thinking he's probably Specs, and that's why I don't see an item. And he's slower than my Heatran, so I wouldn't think he's Scarfed. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else he really could be, but I go straight for the Waterfall, thinking in case he wants to go into Raikou to predict a Dragon Dance and then try to take me out with Thunderbolt, because that wouldn't work out well, but I guess he goes into Haxorus. I just go for the second Waterfall to take it out, and that's cool, because that's a dead Haxorus. And I didn't Dragon Dance there just because I would have just taken a lot of damage and still be outsped by his Raikou when he brought it in. So, yeah. Now, when he brings in his Raikou, I go into my Latios, who's a specially bulky one. Or not that specially bulky, but he's fairly specially bulky. And he gets the pair hacks, which sucks, but I don't think it ends up mattering too much because I don't use my Latios much. Because now he goes for the hidden power ice, which I know I can take, and he actually gets a crit. So that hurt a lot more than the pair hacks because, well, now I'm much lower and can't really recover up because I have Wish Protect instead of Recover because this is somewhat of a support Latios. But yeah, as I finish him off with the Dragon Pulse, and now he brings in his Latios, and I figure if he doesn't take me out right away, the only reason would be to set up Calm Minds. And if he's going to be doing that, I want to poison him so he can't really just wall my team, because that would suck if he was one of the ones with Reflect and Calm Mind. But yeah, now he's just going to Dragon Pulse to take me out, so that's fine, because now I got him poisoned, and now I can work around Latios because he's not too powerful now. But anyways, he's not powerful, but won't be lasting too long. But I go into Caesar knowing he doesn't have a lot much else he can do because this guy's last pokes now are Latios, Heatran, and Jellicent. And obviously Latios is the only poke that Heatran can do anything to. So I go straight for the Bullet Punch, which no, that doesn't crit, it just almost takes him out, and he crits me with his Dragon Pulse, which sucks, but oh well. Because I think I would have left in Caesar to die either way here because, like I said, now Latios is low enough that anyone can really deal with it, especially with Toxic. So I don't really need Heatran for anyone else, or Caesar, because he has Heatran, Jellicent, and can't do anything to either of them. So I go into Gyarados here to set up a Dragon Dance because I'm thinking now I can probably finish off the rest of his team. So he goes for the Flamethrower and he gets the burn. So that sucks because here I was quite upset with the hacks now because I was thinking like, just wow, with all that now I might actually lose. But I don't know. I go straight for the Waterfall and still takes out his Heatran, which I guess I should expect because it's super effective and stabbed and stuff. But now Gyarados only really has one more turn, so he goes into his Latios, which I will outspeed and take out with the Waterfall, thankfully. So the burn wasn't too bad because it didn't make too much of a difference, just made it a little closer. Because now all he has left is Jellicent, and I took out his two pokes that were troublesome for me. So yeah, now he goes into his Jellicent. I go into Rotom. I wanted to go for the Thunderbolt, but I don't have it on this Rotom. I have Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, Hidden Power Fire, and Trick. So that doesn't quite finish him off. And I go into my last poke, other than Rotom, which is Skarmory, because he's the only guy I could go into, to take the Surf and then finish him off with the Brave Bird next turn. So that is what I will proceed to do here. And then that will be the match. So, good game, BoltVolt. And to everyone else, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.